Planet Crafter. We're going to react to another Let's Game It Out video, in this case, Planet Crafter. Also, if you want to be part of the action, we live stream all the time. This is all live recorded, every video we do. So let's get into this.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're playing Planet Crafter today. Beautiful, bleak, and has veins. Some planet veins. Amazing. But enough talk. New game. It looks like our journey begins in an escape pod with all the modern essentials of living.
I love how, okay, if y'all have ever played this game before, it just drops you in the middle of it. No explanation. You hit new game and they just drop you in like this and you're like, okay, well, I guess this is the game.
Email and air conditioning. And what a view. We got rocks, we got minerals, we've got what looks like a crashed spaceship in the background. Truly, we're living our best space life. And just like any survival game, we've got all the basic survival things, like an oxygen meter, a thirst meter, and a falling in love meter. Or it's a...
With the oxygen meter, it depletes so fast. I mean, in the beginning of the game, it's a total grind.
Life meter, whatever. We've also got this thing up above called the Terraformation Index, which is currently sitting at a glorious 0 TI. And that's important because that's our entire reason for being here. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. Generate O2, heat, and pressure to do so. First reach 175,000 TI and create a blue atmosphere. You got it, corporate overlords.
Getting to the blue atmosphere was really quick, but I remember in the early beta versions, it's not even fully released yet. Once you got to trees, everything was such a grind. It was to the point where you had to go AFK, let the game just play itself, and then you come back and you got like 10% more just to get to the bug level.
Consider it done. So the first step to this entire process is we're gonna have to collect some minerals like cobalt and iron and silicon, all inside me at once. Thank goodness all these minerals are just conveniently here on the surface. And then before you know it, your inventory is full. Because it turns out when you first start, you really don't have that many slots. That's okay, I figured out a way to deal with this. Now the game starts with one basic container.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to guess. When you die, instead of losing your inventory, your body just creates a chest, and so you can just go find that later. So technically you have unlimited storage if you just keep, just dying.
And in it we've got some essentials, like some kind of seed, as well as some space food, space oxygen, and space water. But we don't have very much extra space. So what are we gonna do with all this stuff? Well, I'll show you. So when we're inside our little pod here, even with the door wide open, it keeps our oxygen at max. But if we step outside, we start to go through oxygen really quickly. And if we sit outside this thing and do nothing, eventually our oxygen levels are going to get lower and lower. And then before you know it, we've died. And all of a sudden we're back in here. I guess this thing has like cloning capabilities because we definitely died out there. And
that's exactly what I mean. When you die in this game, it just drops your inventory in a chest and it just stays there.
It's formed into a convenient coffin for our dropped items. And wow, our death receptacle sure has more space than our living one. Well, that sure is convenient. And now we're free to roam all over the planet and collect as many minerals as we can find. And then when I'm all full up, I can just swing back over to my life pod, run out of oxygen, and slowly die again. And a little piece of me is going to be waiting for me. And then before you know it, all of this turns into this. What a beautiful, clean planet. And what do we do with all of our stuff? Well, we just collected it right over here.
Oh, gosh. I just want to put this in perspective. All right, so obviously he had to go and gather all that stuff. There's no mod or cheat to go gather the fields worth of stuff. But also the game, it tries to replenish the materials on the ground. So for example, the game will have meteor showers to replenish the minerals on the ground. And so basically he had to move really fast to collect all this stuff.
Welcome to the Planet Coffin. Population me dying over and over so I can make crates for free.
It looks like a little
now that we've got plenty of
firework.
Supplies, the next step is doing these tutorial things. First, we got to use this little crafting station here to craft a microchip for construction, as well as some other crap. Okay, construction. There it is. We need silicon and magnesium. Good thing everything we need is right out here. We'll just grab some of this magnesium, just a couple of those, and a couple of silicon for the road. Okay, where were we? Crafting a construction microchip, that's what. As well as this deconstruction one. Okay, great. Now our fancy gun has different modes. Our favorite's gonna be this one, though, because it's the one that's gonna let us do all sorts of building. Craft a living compartment. That must be what this construction menu is all about. We got base stuff, we got machines, we got screens, and we got furniture. And this little gem caught my eye. Stairs. Well, hang on. We need to see how this works first. Yep, just like you'd expect. Wait, so can I just like keep building more of these?
Can.
Of course we can.
Yeah,
well, but
they stack. Okay, they stack infinitely. And in the early games, I don't know if they fix this or not, you could just keep going. So we'll see. We'll see what he has to do.
I think we know where this is going, don't we? Which is there a limit to how high we can build? Only one way to find out. Well, at this juncture, I just don't know. At this point, we're pretty high up. See, that's the pod, and that's all of my caskets. I like how it looks like the pod vomited out all the boxes. And we just keep going
like
and going and going to the point where it just stops drawing all the items. And we're basically level with the ship up here now. And almost past these cliffs.
So what's really cool about the stair thing, really easy to spot stairs from a distance. But also, when you climb up to the top, you can see a whole bunch of things that you're not supposed to see. And you're about to see it.
Sides. Which, speaking of, this is kind of where I stopped for now. Because I was like, hey, we hit land, so we're not going to really need the stairs anymore. We'll just take it from here on foot. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, my limbs. Well, since we're here between dimensions, I guess we should take a look around. Now that we've seen past the facade, let's see, I think we can run up this weird, muscly mountainside. Oh no, I fell.
So good. It's like that with the broken map everywhere in the game. And if you're walking against the wall, you'll just clip through a bunch of random things. At least early on.
Well, I guess we have no choice but to keep on building upwards until we've gotten past all this.
A limit?
Okay, well, you know, I feel like I've gone kind of far enough, seeing as how we're definitely beyond the boundaries of the level. But at least so far, if there is a limit to how high we can build these stairs, I can't find it. But even if we don't know how far up we can go, I wonder how far out we can go. And just like before, only one way to find out. Oh, whoops, died again. Okay, let's take some supplies with us. We're gonna bring stuff to make a living compartment, as well as a door, because here's what we can do with these things. Once we add a door and head inside, being in here replenishes our oxygen. So we'll just make sure to take this stuff with us. So let's...
In Planet Crafters, that's kind of the weird, you never need oxygen kind of cheat.
Launch ourselves over the edge again. Hey there, my dead body turned into a box, and every time our O2 is getting a little low, we can just bring out the setup, go in for a little O2 break, get rid of the thingamabob, and then continue running.
Exactly like
the sand sparkles while I just run forever. Ah, thank goodness we found it. The very edge of civilization. All right, time to jump off the edge. I can tell we're falling just by seeing this weird silhouette of a... Oh, well, here we are back at base. Well, that was convenient. I guess this will always be here if we need it. You know, if we want to jump into the abyss again. But let's get to the actual base building stuff. Thank God we have all these supplies. And we'll go ahead and put this...
It takes so long to clear
up in the
that
sky
field.
somewhere.
It just takes so long.
Right there. I'm glad that it can just float. And we'll give it a door. Okay, now let's hop in and... Okay, it's time to walk it off. You're fine. And by that, I mean, let's build some additional stairs. There, that's better. Home sweet home. And now the next thing we need to do is build a drill and a wind turbine. Apparently, we need the wind turbine to generate energy. Looks like we can put it right up here on top of our building. And now we have the drill, which generates pressure by releasing gases trapped in the ground. And I think I know just the place for this. Oh, thank God, we can put the drill right here, like...
It doesn't make any sense where you can put half of the stuff, but the game just lets you.
On its side. Yeah, that looks intended. Very, very intended. Oh, and would you look at that? Our TI is going up. Awesome. And just a couple more things for us to do, including crafting monitors. Every power user's dream, I can tell you that much. Now we need to create a vegetube thing. Oh, well, first, more power. Ah, how delightful. Now we just need to put something in it.
Power management is so crazy. So you have to really stock up on your power to get ahead of things. Because when you build stuff like this, it just drains it so fast.
Oh, look at that. And now the game wants us to make a heater. And right there. Okay, great. Now we've got heat. We've got our very rapidly growing plant, which means now we've got heat being generated, as well as pressure, as well as oxygen, which means we're well on the way to terraformation.
It's really
in fact, look how fast
that's
going up right now, which is exciting because our next objective is to reach a blue sky by getting to 175,000 Ti. I mean, we're basically there, right? And I know I'm probably supposed to build like more stuff so that we can terraform this planet quicker, but I mean, really, how long could this possibly take? Whoops. I think I overshot the 175,000 by a little bit with a cool 670.
Oh my gosh.
74,000. All that from this. I guess we should see what the planet looks like now. Oh, wow.
There's
This
your
is not at
sky.
all what I was expecting. Everything looks so nice. And thank God, despite all this beautiful blue sky, we still can't breathe this atmosphere. So I guess our work here isn't quite done yet.
It's
Meanwhile,
never
look at
done.
all these new exciting construction.
I think now there's an update for a breathable sky, or at least that was on their goal to get to that point. I don't know. I don't even know if it's on there yet.
Options like windows and a launch platform greatly speeds up the terraformation process by sending rockets into space. Oh my lucky stars, literally. The hell is this? Communication
rockets are
antenna
really,
receives
really good.
transmissions from outer
you end up
space.
just
I
sending
want that now. We gotta
tons of
find
rockets
aluminum
out.
post haste. All right, which one of you has aluminum? None of them. Awesome. Well, let's go check out this spaceship. Maybe there's something up there. I know there's other building options, but we'll get to that later. I need this now.
I need
Okay,
this
let's see.
now.
What do we got? Hello? Hello? Is there anyone home? Oh, it's so dark in here. All right, hold on. Let me go construct a flashlight. Hold on, I'm just gonna build a thing. Yeah,
Your
just right
portable
here. That's what I
oxygen
meant.
tank.
It's perfect. And in here, we're gonna put down one of these. Another craft station. Tier 2. And from in here, we can make a torch. Ah. Okay, where were we? Grabbing random materials, that's what. Finally, I can make some jeans and a super alloy. I love
can
the
make
sound of
some
high-end
jeans.
technology. Let's see. Servers for torrenting. Bunk beds for crying. Come on, big money. Give me something I want.
Bunk
Look, there it
beds for
is. Aluminum.
crying.
Okay, I think that's everything from the ship. What a visual.
I used to do this junk all the time. Whenever you don't have space, just drop it on the ground. Because what's really cool is that the game never rendered it out or dropped it off or say, okay, it's been on the ground for a certain amount of seconds, so it's just going to time out. No, the game will remember everything, literally everything you drop on the ground.
Blender. We got a little bit of everything in here. Iridium, our glorious aluminum, and just so much more. What a glorious haul.
It's
and
a
I guess
haul,
this is
alright.
going to be our secret treasure trove. Anyway, now we have all the supplies we need to make this communication antenna, which I think I know just where to put it. It turns out that right outside of this crashed ship is
My
a secret
gosh.
cave. And I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my
everybody knows that the best
gosh.
reception is deep underground. Okay, so now that we've
He's
got
not
that
even supposed to
place,
have
now we need to
access
combine
to
this
that
with a
yet.
transmission screen. Oh, well, thank God. I can just build this just about anywhere. Here you go. What have you got for us? Ugh, a bunch of reading, that's what. You mean I have to communicate with other people? I thought this would be for like aliens or something, not
Yeah.
reading. Oh, thank God oxygen levels saved me from this. Oh, well, that's
me
convenient.
away,
It dropped me right back
oxygen.
off in my treasure trove. Well, now that we've built a boring-ass library, I guess we should focus on making a real base.
Oh, you see what I mean about the stair thing? Because it's really easy to navigate when you have the stairs up like that.
Right? Seeing as how
That
this
or just
crap's not really
memorize the
gonna
map.
cut it. Well, let's head on down to our base and see about making something. Owie, my bones. So I figure we can kind of make it down
Owie,
here
my
somewhere. If for no
bones.
other reason, our supplies are right here. So we'll go ahead and start with the basic room. And then another room on top of it.
Hours later.
And more. So much more. We've got
gosh.
the front door.
He makes it
and
so
then we have a whole bunch of
complicated.
little tunnels that do a little windy thing for no reason.
my
and then it leads up
gosh.
here
And he
to our
makes
little
it-
observation deck on the top where I
little
made a
roof.
roof using stairs. We also have this thing in the back that I
classic
like to call
stair
the
pop
space
up.
shed. As you can see, it's actually a thing for plants. Now you might be wondering to yourself, how did I even get up here? Well, I'll show you.
He
Let's
picked the
pretend we're
terrible
starting at our
spots.
original
Oh,
module
wow. Did y'all see that transition? That was awesome.
thing. First, you obviously head to the front
twist
door of this
transition.
place, where once you pop inside, there's a ladder waiting for you. Watch out, though, because when you hit that climb button, it's pretty quick.
Yeah,
and
it's
from that point,
immediate.
it's a matter of just
I
walking down all
appreciate
the
that.
endless
I
corridors
don't want the
and then
climbing
climbing up
animation. I
again.
just wanna go
And if
straight
you want to
up.
head on over to the bio thingamabob, that's just right over here. Or if you want to head up higher to the main deck, you just take this ladder, and then this ladder, and then
Oh
this
my
ladder,
gosh.
and then this ladder. And before you know it, you're here at your observation
there's
deck. And
ladder.
also for looking out at rocks and stuff. But it's not just all
Yep.
for looks. We're going to utilize this space effectively. If you recall, we salvaged all kinds of cool stuff, but it's stuck in that container right there. So let's go ahead and bring all this stuff closer to home.
Yeah, you don't have enough
much
inventory
better.
to
Neat
do it
little
all in one
piles
go.
for all my crap. We
That's
have
so- it's
random
such a great addition,
materials and a
getting the
whole
bigger
bunch of piles
backpack.
of seeds and iridium and uranium just coexisting. Looks really good from down below, doesn't
Like
it? But don't worry,
Christmas.
we're still using these things. We use these for all of our common minerals, which honestly we're running a little bit low on. Like, sure, we still have a
Oh
bunch
my
to these things, but it took a lot of resources to build all this. I did, however, find a way to get boatloads of iron, literally unlimited amounts. It's easy, really. If your oxygen gets too low, we've seen that.
Okay, I think I know how to do this, but I'm just gonna see how he does it.
Not only do you die, you drop all your belongings into your own little personal casket. But normally, if we collect all of our items from it, it just disappears on its own. But instead, if we just go ahead and die, and then head back over to our casket, and instead of picking it up, we save our game, go back to the main menu, load our save game back up, and now when we pick up the box, even if we empty its contents, the box stays right there. Press
that gives
F8
you
to give
iron.
feedback. I'll give you feedback right now. This is perfect.
Awesome.
Now you can switch your gun to the deconstruct mode. Come here, storage crate, and you got yourself one additional iron, which means if you just go ahead and let yourself die over and over and over again, before you know it, you have a little nest egg of boxes. I mean corpses. No, wait, boxes. And now we have all this free iron. My iron cup runneth over. So yeah, that takes care of the iron, but we're gonna need a lot more of everything else, and we're gonna need that to build so many cool things. So let's work on getting this thing underway, the ore extractor. We have some of these things already, like super alloy, aluminum, and titanium, but we still need to figure out where to get osmium and iridium rods. Amazingly, while I was out running around, I came across this golden box here.
Yeah, so the golden boxes they're scattered everywhere, and they're actually pretty difficult to find. You have to be pretty observant. You know, what's really cool is that since, he went AFK for 30 plus hours, he kind of gave himself access to a whole bunch of parts of the map he should not have access to already. So getting stuff like osmium is going to be really simple for him. In fact, he walked into a cave earlier that was just full of osmium.
Which, wouldn't you know it, there's an iridium rod right now, as well as other things. And even the box gives us good stuff. Planet crafting sure is easy, and it's exciting to see the supplies building up. Okay, so we have everything now but the osmium. I feel like I might have seen some as I was running around, specifically in this cave over here.
Right there.
It was that easy. I knew I saw him just hanging around this cave. Oh, hey, and look at this. This ice will eventually melt at, what is that, 100 nanokelvins? And if we check in on our little sign here, it looks like our current heat is at 319. Wait, does that mean it's melting already? Maybe it's just really slow.
Takes a while.
I'll check in on it later. Either way, we now have all the things we need for the ore extractor. Now, it does say it extracts stuff depending on where you put it. So I guess we're gonna have to do some testing. Well, that noise sounded exciting and like not a good thing. Ah, I see. We don't have enough power. We're over here producing 2.4 kilowatts per hour when what we need is 89.5. Now, we could be smart about this, and instead of building more wind turbines, which each generate 1.2, we could go with something more like a solar panel, which for more materials gets us 6.5, or the even bigger solar panel, which gives us 19.5. But look at all that stuff we have to give it, versus the wind turbine, which is virtually infinite, thanks to our glorious iron coffin trick. So I have a much better idea than putting solar down. Why spend all that time gathering all those minerals for solar when we have all this beautiful land over here just asking for production? Look out, desert, here I come. Time to get started. And 1, and 2, and 3. Oh boy, I'm having such a good time. He's just gonna grind all that out. Yep, that'll about do it. Oh boy, that's a lot of wind turbines. I like how they don't obey any physics and clip through each other. And how many are there exactly? Well, if I consult my screen here, that's just sticking out of the side of a mountain. We now have 1,650 wind turbines. And that means now we're generating a glorious 1,979.97 kilowatts per hour. That's a lot.
Oh, that took him forever to do. Just to organize it like that. The game is not friendly when you're trying to do that kind of stuff. You have to get really finicky with it. Good for you.
A lot better than what we had before. So hopefully this will be enough. Oh, and would you look at that? It just started to rain. Weird ropey strands of rain. Well, whatever. It's another planet. I'm sure it's normal. Oh, and it looks like this thing is working as intended now. That certainly does look promising. Anyway, let's see what it does about resources via this convenient box. Well, that's nice. It looks like it's pulling the basic essentials. And while it's nice to have all these things, we need to see if we can locate something more exotic. So let's return back to our favorite cave, where it certainly does seem like the ice is melting, doesn't it? This is definitely a smaller heap than it used to be. Anyway, let's head down into its sort of icy depths and see if we can't find a place to put the drill. There we go. Fits like a glove. Now, I'm not really sure why this swirly thing down here shows a piece of iron, but who knows? Maybe
that's actually a good point. You need a drill level 2 to get the higher tier items.
This will churn out something good. In the meantime, I did notice that right over here is another big block of ice, although this one one looks like it takes significantly longer to melt. Starts melting at 5 microkelvins,
Hey, Xavier,
which
welcome.
apparently is the equivalent of 5,000 nanokelvins, and we're only at 447. So while this thing keeps on drilling, let's see if we can't get some more heaters set up. Now, we of course have old basic, but that's gonna take forever. And then we have tier 2,
Is he
which
just gonna
seems
do this
rather
again?
nice, but if we can find a way to generate from tier 3, that's obviously ideal. But for that, we're gonna need more iridium rods.
Iridium
I have
takes
no idea
forever.
where to get those.
You need rockets
well, I guess
for
it's time
iridium.
for an adventure. If there were crashed ships
Lots
like
of
this,
rockets.
it's a safe bet to assume that there's more. Like, I don't know, what's that stuff over there? Well, let's go take a look. No time
Let's
for all
go
you
take a
pesky
look.
run-of-the-mill materials. We have all kinds of other things to discover. And what the hell is going on over there? Well, now I have to know. Huh, still can't tell what's going on. But it does lead
And
into a
there's
cave,
iridium.
and I don't need to be told twice,
Full
so
of
let's
iridium.
go. Well, it sure is pretty in here, and now sure is foggy in here. But I do see something promising. Well, it's not iridium rods, but it's the next best thing. So count me in, and more. What a fortunate cave this is. It has all the stuff we need. And
aluminum
after a little
is
while of plundering these natural
really
resources,
valuable.
haul it all the way back to base, leave it all in a nice big disorganized pile. And you know what? Looking back at this thing, I'm starting to think this symbol means that we're only going to get craft.
There
Let's
you go.
move this thing
He's
over
figured
to
it
this
out.
more promising looking area. And here you go. Oh yeah, that's more of what I want to see. An iridium symbol. I got a good feeling about that. Also known as the game's telling us what we're gonna get. See, this is much more exciting. The bridge of a spaceship, or maybe it's an internet cafe. The important part is it has stuff to steal. Here we go. Jackpot. Not to mention a rocket engine. Okay,
casual
now that we've
rocket
got quite the
engine.
pile of materials going on here. Least of all, this beautiful growing pile. Oh, and you know what I just realized? So if we build this advanced craft station, sure is a big thing, isn't it? We can actually build iridium rods.
Yeah.
All it takes is 9 iridium. Something tells me we can spare that. So let's get to gathering. And before you know it, rods for days. Okay, let's go put some tier 3 heaters down, shall we? Now, I don't think we actually need to put it down near all the ice. But what the hell? What could it possibly hurt? Except for the part where I can't actually seem to place it anywhere. Ah, I see.
Yeah, you need a
insists that we
room.
put it inside of a room. Okay, if you insist.
Yeah, which
it's
you're
about
gonna.
to get mighty
He's doing
hot in
it.
here.
He's doing
Mm.
it. The heaters are so unbecoming. You just kind of make a separate room and you just let it run, just full of heaters.
And as you can see by our readout,
That's how I
heat
do it.
certainly is building up faster now, at least. But hey, we've got all these heaters.
And
Let's
you can
add
keep
even
doing it.
more. Now there's
Unlimited.
9 of these in here. That room's got to be nice and toasty. Okay, there we go. Now I'm satisfied. We only need like 10 times what we have now to start melting this. And now I'm just going to take another room and just put it right here. We're just going to watch through this window for a while and see if it melts. Well, shiver me timbers, it really does melt before your very eyes.
That's cool.
At least when the footage is
500
sped up.
times
Versus when I
speed.
stepped away and forgot about the game and let it run for like 3 days. And just like that, the passage is clear. And I think we might have gone a little overboard here. We only needed 5, and now we have 161 microkelvins. Anyway, now that we've done that, let's head outside and...
And it's all green.
Huh.
'Cause
You
he
know, I
just
can't
kept
put my finger
grinding
on
it
but
out.
something seems different. I'm sorry, did I say
Yeah.
something? I feel like a lot
See what I say? His base is going to be underwater if he does it there.
of things might look different. I guess we did melt all the ice, so it should be no surprise that there's a lake. We can probably swim, right? I mean, we're in a spacesuit, so this should be just fine. And look, all of our supplies
I wonder
are
what
still
happens
here.
when he tries to
Everything's
go
gonna be
into his base. Will it
A-okay.
let him?
That's okay. We'll just head inside, replenish our O2, and... Wait, are we
Okay.
still underwater? What's the point of an airlock thing if we're still going to be
That makes
submerged?
sense, I
would have
guess.
assumed this would have been airtight, right? Seeing as how it can normally pump O2 into here. Oh, good. Even this is still
It's all
underwater. I mean,
underwater.
to a point.
Okay.
We can actually surface, but half of it is indeed below water. Well, at least all this stuff is still above ground. What tremendous accidental foresight. You know what else is pretty wild? Is that not only is it nice and beautifully green like here with a lake and more green over there, but if we keep heading up the stairs, there's actually some green over here too. Actually, you know what else I wonder? Will this water help us from breaking our legs? Only one way to find out. Oh
Yeah.
God. Walk it off and let's go find somewhere that's less shallow. Like, what if we jump off the top of this thing? That's a little higher, right? I'm not sure, but let's give it a shot. Bon voyage. Ah, look, we survived that
It
one.
kind of. It looks like it's just
What the
treating
hell
it
was
like
that?
air.
Wait, are you telling me it like buffers my fall
swimmable.
damage? So wait, are you telling me that if I jump into the water, but don't hit the ground, but then decide to swim all the way to shore, the moment I touch the ground, it's still gonna hurt?
Oh,
my
okay.
delayed
I didn't
joint
know that.
pain. Anyway, you know what I think would be really fun to mess with next? Rockets. Starting, of course, with this launch platform. Iron and titanium are super easy, and for the super alloy, we can just make our own with relative
it's like
ease.
one of
Ah,
each
fiddlesticks. It's not gonna let me place it underground. Ah, well, here we go. What a perfectly terrible place to put a launch
Okay, rockets are like just so overpowered in the beginning. Like, so overpowered.
platform. I like it. And now that we have our launch platform here, we just need to get something to launch. We're gonna go with this thing, which multiplies our heat by 1,000. One asteroid's attraction rocket coming right up. And there it is. That is a big giant rocket, all right.
Yeah.
Well, no better time than the present. And launch.
I love the epic music. There it goes. with the widescreen bars.
Goodbye. Wow, it's really pulling those asteroids fast, isn't it? I'm sure the skies will calm down soon. Well, that sure was fun. Okay, next test. What if over here on like the launch platform, we put a an obstruction in the way?
Well,
it looks like the rocket materializes right inside of it. Now the only question left is, what happens when we push the big red button?
Oh gosh, I didn't know it did that. I do know if you build two rockets immediately on top of each other, it mucks it up, and I've done it in a few of my videos, but I didn't know you could just do that. Straight to the wall. Oh boy.
Hey Rocket, you okay there? You seem a little drunk. Well, I suppose it eventually found its way. Okay, I've got another idea. So for this one, instead of blocking it, why not just hitch a ride ourselves? Definitely worth a shot, right? And run up the stairs. Wait, don't leave without me. Onward and what is happening? Where are we going? Where's this magical adventure taking us? Oh no. I'm sorry, I haven't been watching my normally slender figure. Oh, and off it goes. Okay, I have yet another idea. In addition to this rocket, I have enough in my possession to make another rocket. And while I tried to enter the crafting menu to put down another rocket, it tells you that space is already occupied. Well, what if we launch and then craft another one? Let's give it a shot. Okay, so
it's like
one,
they get connected.
and then quickly craft another one. Well, it seems to have crafted one into the other one, and oh, hold on, let's launch that next one. Okay, is that helping? That surely, oh god.
I love the epic with the filter. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is definitely the expected outcome. Looks like these things are having trouble deciding which direction
It'll go
they
away
should go.
eventually.
Are you okay, Rocket? Do you need any help? Oh, okay, I see how it is. Oh god, what's happening now? Well, not sure what's happening here, but it looks like we're under attack. Which, hey, fine by me. That's what I like to see.
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks. Bye.